Will AI fire you? Only if you are needy. AI will fire the needy salesperson first, and then all the others. So let's make sure we're not that needy salesperson. I'm Simon Severino, the founder of Strategy Sprints. It's 23 years that I'm coaching business owners on how they can accelerate sales. And I want to coach you in this video. So because I want to make sure that you and I, we don't get fired by AI. We have worked with these companies over the last 23 years, and we have so far not been fired by AI. I want you to also not be fired by AI. How will we do it? We will do it by eliminate the neediness. Because if you're needy, they will feel it, they will walk away. AI will take your place. So, what can we do to be less needy as a business owner who needs their services, their product to be bought? We need a full pipeline. What can we do? Imagine this. You had a great call. The prospect was engaged, asked great questions. It felt right. And then you say, okay, what's next? And they say, send me an offer. And you send the offer, which you should never do, but you send the offer. And then you wait for 2 days. Nothing. So you send an email, just checking in, wanted to see what's next. Ghosted. You write another follow-up email, they ghost you again. 1 week later, I know you're busy, even a quick yes would be helpful. So you get more and more needy, right? I want you to feel what that sequence communicates. How does that feel? Not what you intended to communicate, what it actually communicates. It says, I need this more than you do. I have nothing else going on. You are my main priority. I am desperate. And here's what's changing right now. AI tools, the ones your prospects are already using, can now read that tone and pattern of your outreach in seconds. So their AI will tell, no, they're needy, move on next. And it gets worse because the salespeople who are still operating from a needy frame, AI is about to take their jobs. Not because AI is better at selling, but because if your whole value is volume of follow-ups and persistence, AI can do that 1,000 times better than we can. So the needy salesperson is not being disrupted, they're being automated. And automated means replaced. A few months ago, I was working with a sales team, great people, motivated. Their pipeline was full on paper, 30-something deals in the pipeline, but nothing was closing. We sat down and looked at the pipeline. Over the last 90 days, every deal that had stalled, we looked at it, and the pattern was identical. Prospect goes quiet after proposal. Salesperson follows up. Prospect goes quieter. Salesperson follows up again. More silence. Salesperson sends a breakup email. Prospect ignores it. I asked one of the reps, what was the agreed next step on this call? And she says, I told them I'd send over the proposal. This is what I do when I hear this as a sales coach. I asked, did they commit to reviewing it by a specific date? Silence. That's the problem. It's not the follow-up. The follow-up is a symptom. The real problem is that control was never established in the first place. There was no committed action. So if you don't have alignment, agreement, and committed action, you don't have a sales process at all. You don't have a relationship to the other person. You are not really sitting in their boat and showing them that you are here to actually solve their problems with them. I will show you the 8 steps that I use in a second to make sure that I am sitting in the boat of the prospect. Otherwise, I wouldn't be giving them a meeting. If you get a meeting with me, I take that meeting so seriously, I will sit in your boat with you, be one of your, if you have a team of 9 people, I will be number 10 in that conversation. This is how it will feel. I will go with you step by step through what's right now, what you want, what you need, how to get there. and how to build the plan and the execution to actually make it happen. And that's a big difference to sending a proposal and then waiting. I get 5, 6, 7 of your recordings. What you guys do is you go in hoping and you come out waiting. Both is a terrible strategy. Hoping and waiting is not a sales strategy, right? We don't want to go in hoping. We don't want to get out waiting. That's sales training in a nutshell. Making sure that you will never be in that situation. So, what do we do instead? We use the actual proper 8 steps to prepare. And for each step, we have 3 powerful questions ready. So when they say what they want, we listen, we write it down, we visualize. Then we ask more questions, deeper questions that find out actually what's the root cause, which options do they have, what happens if they do nothing, what happens if they do this option, that option, the other option, a completely different option. What else is an option that they didn't even think about? And what are the weighted criteria for them to decide in their best interest? Now, when you get there, that's a totally different conversation, right? Now we are 2 really aligned and committed person solving a problem together. And the problem is, what's their best decision? How to get to a best decision in their fullest interest and in the interest of all their ecosystem, themselves, their buyer, their vendors, their employees, all the people involved. What's the best decision on their side for the greater good? And if you are totally in there, that creates safety, reduces the risk, because now they have somebody to do this with, and they have a process that's helpful. As soon as they feel your process, the opposite will happen of what you think. You think, oh no, that's too tight for them, it's too rigid. It's not, because a process is not really rigid. These are just 8 stepping stones that we have to walk through to get to the other side of the river. And the river is always different. So they are not rigid. They are powerful questions that open up, they create clarity, they create insights, they create value, they create wisdom. And each stage they will go, oh my God, I have more options now. I have more clarity now. I see further now. I see the single steps. You helped me gain clarity. This call just ended. Can we schedule the next call? That's a great natural positive sales conversation. And this is what we teach, guys. And this is what we train. You can go over to strategysprints.com and you can have access to all our tools for free for 7 days. You can try them on for size. If they fit you, they create enough ROI for you. And after 7 days, you can decide if you commit to working every week with us on accelerating your sales, making your marketing more interesting, attracting the right people, closing at a higher win rate, delivering on your promises, and compounding each week so that each week actually builds on your last week instead of each week starting from scratch and each client project starting from scratch. We want each week to really build on the last week, compounding knowledge, assets, peace, and profit for you and your team and your buyers and your beloveds. All right, this was Simon Severino, guys. If you want to work with us, it's strategysprints.com. See you on the other side. Keep rolling.